Hi everybody, welcome to YSCom Driving, and we are at the launch of the GLC200 and GLC300 and the 300 Coupe. And of course, we didn't have any models today, but today our MC who has just finished a presentation, Julie Woon, is here. Say hi to everybody again. Okay, that's Julie Woon. Okay guys, you all have had your fill of honey for the day, yeah? Okay, now back to
serious.
Okay, down to working time. Okay, this is the new GLC model. It's actually a facelift, but there are some very prominent changes, yeah? But first we'll tell you what's available. We have the GLC200, which is 197 horsepower and 320 Newton meters of torque. Okay, so what's happened is they have upgraded the 200 to a more powerful engine, so that's good. And then we have, of course, next in line would be, oh, by the way, this one is sold for 299,000 something, and so you just say 300,000 lah. That's about it. That's the Bata pricing. And of course, we have the GLC300, and again, the same 2-liter engine has got an upgrade. It is now 258 horsepower and 370 Newton meters of torque. And the difference between the GLC300 and the 200 is this one is got 4MATIC, which means it's all-wheel drive. Okay, so it's got more power and it's got more traction. And of course, the top of the range would be the GLC300 Coupe or Coupe, depending how you call it. And the difference is basically mechanically is the same as the GLC300, but the difference is at the back side, at the rear end, you will see a coupe-like shape that makes it a little bit more sporty. Yeah, and of course it has a slightly different set of wheels. But basically all of them are running 20-inch wheels, and of course, needless to say, they're all running, oh my gosh, ventilated rear disc too. Okay, and of course the front is also ventilated, and my gosh, those are really big disc brakes. It must be, because I think this vehicle will easily be just under 2 tons or a little bit more. For the GLC Coupe, they have AMG package, yeah, and this one has got cross drill disc, also huge ventilated, and those brake calipers, they look like they're one, it's either 4 or 6 spot, hard to tell, but definitely more than 2. Okay, so I think the tire specs are slightly different depending on the car too. Yep, and of course the okay guys, you get a chance to see Julie Woon again. She is posing because all the guys want to take pictures with her. Hey, that's a bit too far away, man. Go nearer.
But YS will be jealous, so...
Oh yeah. Okay, she's trying not to make me jealous. Anyway, the GLC 300 Coupe has got a different front grille, yeah? This is the AMG style, and of course it also has a AMG body kit. And so here again, the GLC300 has a similar grille, but I think there are slight differences. I can't tell much. And of course, okay, did I tell you the price? The GLC300 is sold for, what's the price? 350,000 ringgit, yeah. And that's the price before insurance, yeah. And then the GLC300 Coupe is selling for 419,000, and you get another chance to look at Julie Woon again. Isn't she beautiful? Okay, now looking at the inside, there's a lot of electronics and connectivity, and let me just tell you, this car now comes with remote start, and you can now the engine will start by itself if you press the right buttons, and then the car remains locked, so you cannot break into the car. If you break into the car and you unlock the door, then the engine will kill itself. Okay, so of course you can also lock and unlock it remotely, and also there's an app that allows you to see your vehicle status, like how much fuel you have, where your car is, things like that. Yeah, and also it has vehicle tracking, so if somebody steals your car, it's easy to find out where it is. And okay, like all Mercedes, the inside is beautiful. Now these are leather seats and these really look great, right? Okay, there's the usual touchpad, and of course this is a 9-speed gearbox, yeah, automatic. It's common amongst all the 3 cars, and of course there's pedal shifters, and this is a really small steering wheel. Yeah, it's the same size as the Picanto. Of course it looks a lot nicer, you know. And then over here they have it's a big screen. I don't know, it's 10.2 I think, and inside is very, very Mercedes. So aluminum brush aluminum finish, and stitching also for the dash. I'm caressing the car. Yeah, not molesting, I'm loving the car. Okay, Julie says I'm molesting the car. Okay, I'm loving it. Okay, that's love, not molesting. Okay, so look at the brushed aluminum, and of course this is very characteristic of Mercedes cars. Yeah, the seat what you call adjustment, and of course take a quick look at the back. Yeah, there is rear aircon vents and all that, and it's really quite luxurious. And of course there's a sunroof. This is the 419,000 ringgit car. Yeah, so not forgetting the isofix and all that. And let's take a quick look at the back. Okay, you always look at the best one. Oh, there is no, is there a button? Oh, you can't open the boot from the back. Yeah, so this must be, yes, there's an auto boot opener, and this is the back. And okay, we guys are always very curious. Wow, there's a secret compartment. You keep about, wow, you can put a lot of stuff inside here, but of course there's some irregular shapes here, but you can actually stuff quite a lot of stuff inside the back. Now, okay, so we know it's a 5-seater, yeah, and there's a tonneau cover, which is pretty good, so you can store all your gold bars and nobody will know. And there's also a power plug at the back, and also the tapao hook. Okay, so the boot is not really that big, but you can put maybe one big suitcase and one small suitcase. Yeah, so boot space is not the biggest friend for this one. And okay, let's close the boot. That's the electronic boot. All right, that's the GLC300 Coupe, and we are here with Mr. Sim, looking at the, hi,
Come.
say hello to Mr. Sim. iGarage, my good friend. Okay, so thank you.
What is this, Uncle?
Is I think there's a battery here, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't think there's a spare tire. Okay, so this is a secret compartment. You can keep all your money here.
Money.
Yeah, when you
gold
carry
bar, gold
and
bar.
your gold bars, but you got to stiffen the suspension. Okay, so the boot is the same for both sides, and of course the GLC300 is not as luxurious as the Coupe. Yeah, looking at it now, it's also leather, but it's light brown and it's a different shape. And yeah, it's a different type of material. The GLC Coupe of course looks better. And okay, here's an idea of what the screen looks like when it's lit up. Looks pretty nice, yeah, nice blue tint, and blue happens to be my favorite color. So here's the screen, the 10.2-inch screen, and here's a look at the center console. And of course you have also Mercedes-Benz markings at the door. And there you are, guys, that's the GLC300, and this is the GLC300 Coupe again. And of course, finally, there's the GLC200. And finally, let's say bye-bye to Julie Woon.
And everybody else.
And everybody else who's hanging around her like flies. Okay. Alright guys, say bye-bye to Julie. Bye. Okay guys, thanks for watching and till we meet again. Bye-bye.